Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on social media, TikTok, the community posts, X, Twitter X. What is it called? What is it called? It's called Twitter. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. I've settled it. It's Twitter, even though X is Twitter. But I'm back at you with your AEW Dynamite review. And we're on the road to All In, man. The road is getting more clearer. The picture's getting more clear. We're starting to see the vision a little bit more. They're finally starting to announce some more matches. And this is what people have been wanting. You know, this is what people have been waiting for. And the build so far to All In has been pretty good. We've had a good episode of Dynamite, but, you know, of course, we have to start off with a little bit of drama for your mama, and that's the drama going on with Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society. So this week's episode of Dynamite started off with the Jericho Appreciation Society Town Hall, and you had the JAS come out first, and then Chris Jericho come out, made his way to the ring, and this was kind of like an airing of grievances. So you had, you know, Daniel Garcia dip out, Jake Hager, so on and so forth. Everybody saying, look, man, we've given everything to this group. We've given everything to you. We've given everything to the Jericho Appreciation Society. And we don't feel it in return, man. Like, what have you done for us? Yeah, man, you put us in better positions, but we've been fighting your battles, we've been doing your dirty work, and we don't feel appreciated in return. So, you know, people started dipping out. Anna Jay and Ty Mello, they all dipped out 2.0. They started crying, they left, and that left us with Sammy Guevara. And Sammy Guevara said that, listen, I'm not going to walk out on you like everyone else did, but, you know, it's time for me to do my own thing. And whenever you get this situation figured out, maybe I'll be back for you, maybe I'll be there for you, maybe not. So, as it stands right now, the Jericho Appreciation Society is no more. They're in the dirt. We're smoking that pack right now. They're in the mud. It's over. It's done. The Jericho Appreciation Society is done. Inner Circle was done. It's finished. So now the only thing Chris Jericho has left is Don Callis. So after this whole shenanigans takes place, Chris Jericho is talking to Don Callis in the back, and he's saying, listen, I'm ready to make my decision next week. And it's one of those Chris Jericho tropes, you know. Yeah, I'm ready to say what I need to say, but I'll say it next week. Like, dude, you're standing right next to each other, you're face to face. Say it now, but, you know, we gotta wait till next week to see what the big decision is, to see, is Jericho gonna join the family or not. We gotta wait and see, but yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the main event. Speaking of Anna Jay, she took on Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship, and it has been announced that at All In is going to be a Fatal 4-Way. So they're going to have this Fatal 4-Way tournament. Toni Storm already executed her rematch clause, so she's already in the Fatal 4-Way. You had Hikaru Shida defending her title up against Anna Jay. Shida won, so she's retaining her title, and she's gonna be a part of the Fatal 4-Way. So now you have this Friday on Rampage, you have Saraya taking on Sky Blue, I believe, and next week you have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on the Bunny. So you pretty much know who the last two people, or the last two women that are going to be in the Fatal 4-Way. Most likely is going to be Saraya and Britt Baker. So at All In, the Fatal 4-Way will most likely, probably, definitely be Shida defending her title against Toni Storm, Britt Baker, and Saraya. And we had the rematch from Double or Nothing last year, I believe. You had the Hardy Boys taking on the Young Bucks, and I remember the tag team match, the first go around in AEW. That match was a certified stinker. The Young Bucks had to carry the Hardy Boys to a decent match. This wasn't the case this go around. They actually had a way better match this time. And it was kind of close. It looked like the Hardy Boys were going to actually beat the Young Bucks, but the Young Bucks were able to pull it off with a BTE trigger. 1, 2, 3. After the match, the Young Bucks showed respects to the Hardy Boys. They gave them handshakes and hugs and props. And he even had Brandon Cutler spraying down Jeff Hardy with the ice spray, or the cold spray. Good on you, Landon. Good for you, buddy. So after the match, you had the Young Bucks answer the call. They accepted the challenge for FTR. And FTR actually were there. They actually pulled up. This is like their second time since Collision started that FTR actually showed up on Dynamite. Good for you, being that you are indeed the tag team champions. So they made it official at All In. It will be FTR taking on the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Champions, and this should be a banger, a humper, a slapper, a rocket buster, a slobber knocker, whatever you want to call it. Possibly one of those MOTYCs, as the internet likes to say, one of those match of the year contenders. Alright, so now it's everyone's favorite time of the episode. You get more Adam Cole and MJF shenanigans. So they did a pre-tape last week of them at a trampoline house, having fun. And MJF wasn't feeling it at first, and Adam Cole was like, yo, there's plenty of other stuff to do. We even have dodgeball. And this is where MJF kind of perked up a little bit. He was like, oh, dodgeball. So then you cut to MJF destroying children with dodgeballs, hurling insults like you're adopted, and I'm gonna be your stepdad, and I'm gonna be your new dad, and he's just beating the holy hell out of these children with dodgeballs. Adam Cole has to step in and is like, yo, man, stop it, man, these are children. And he's looking at one kid like, hey, man, don't do that, that's not nice. She's making faces at MJF, and she even gives MJF and Adam Cole the finger. So Adam Cole gives MJF the green light to finish his kid off. Teach her a little bit of manners, teach her some damn respect. And he beams her in the face with a dodgeball. Fun times. And then later in the show, you had Adam Cole and MJF, doing their little thing, man. Better than you, baby. One of the highlights of AEW Dynamite. And it was interesting because you have Adam Cole and MJF saying, like, listen, we know we got the main event, but Adam Cole was putting over the fact that, of all the titles he's had, he wants the whole tag team title gold. Now, he knows it's not going to be the AEW tag team championships, but he wants a shot at a title he's never had, and that's the Ring of Honor tag team championships. He puts over Aussie Open, puts over, former tag teams like the Briscoes and the Young Bucks and so on and so forth, and saying, like, listen, at 0 hour, we're calling out Aussie Open, want to challenge you for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. And MJF's like, yo, so you want me to wrestle not only for the championship, but you want me to wrestle twice. And MJF actually goes with it. He actually says, like, Aussie Open is on, let's get it popping. And as this is happening, that damn Roderick Simp comes out with his stupid, goofy neck brace. He's crying. He's like, Adam, there's no way, man. There's no way you're actually challenging for the Ring of Honor tag team titles with this guy when I, Roderick Strong, your one true friend, am right here. And MJF's like, yo, enough. He calls him a simp. He makes fun of him. He pretty much breaks this man down. He calls him the simp of all simp. He says, what you need to do, generic white man, is go home, cry to your Hello Kitty pillow, play some Taylor Swift, and get over it. And Roderick Strong's like, listen, Adam, you can't let this man talk to me like that. And MJF just cooks this man. And as Roderick Strong's on the ramp crying, the Kingdom, Adam Cole's former friend, comes out. And they're like, listen, Roderick, you don't have to deal with this. And they rock off with Roderick Strong. And Adam Cole, Adam Cole's like MJF, like, yo, man, he's still my friend, just as much as you're still my friend. And they get kind of personal. Adam Cole shoves him, and MJF's looking at him like, yo, I know you just didn't shove me like that. So they ended up hugging it out, but it is setting up that tension. That tension is still there, even though they're friends. That turn is coming. And the interesting part about this is you don't really know who the turn is going to come from. Is it going to come from Adam Cole? Is it going to come from MJF? I have a feeling that it's going to come to a head at All In. I'll talk about more of that in my predictions video, but I feel like that's when the big blow up is going to happen. Alright, so after this, we have the FTW Championship being defended. Jack Perry with the Jerry Lynn tribute tights taking on the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. And I gotta tell you, my boy Rob Van Dam, man, Mr. Pay-Per-View, he still got it, man. He was still looking good. There was a couple spicy where he slipped up a little bit, where he was trying to do that thing where he jumps on the top rope. But other than that, man, RVD was killing it. Rob Van Dam came out with the Pantera Walk, man. Nostalgia hit me right in my ECW feels. Jack Perry ended up winning. There was one spot where RVD did hit the 5-star frog splash, but the referee was knocked out, man. Jungle Boy, I don't know if this man's been to Alabama or not, but he was throwing chairs. He threw a chair at the referee and knocked the referee out. RVD hit the 5-star frog splash. It looked like he was going to win, but there was no referee. Aubrey Edwards come out. Jungle Boy kicks out the 5-star frog splash. Hits Rob Van Dam with the low blows. Hits him with the roll up. Jack Perry wins. He retains the FTW championship. Good for him. I don't know what this is setting up, man. I would have actually been cool with seeing this at All In, but who knows? Maybe this sets up the rematch between him and Hook at All In. I don't know. But this was an overall fun match. Rob Van Dam, you still got it, buddy. Still the whole effing show. Still Mr. Pay-Per-View. For one night only, Mr. Wednesday Night, Rob Van Dam. And then after this, we had the tag team match, Blackpool Combat Club taking on the Lucha Brothers. Early in the night, you had promos from both dudes, or both sets of tag teams. BCC saying, listen, don't disrespect us, we will straight up murder you. The Lucha Brothers are saying, we don't give a damn about none of that. So they had a fight, they had a wrestle, they had a match. The match was pretty good, man, pretty good solid stuff. Typical stuff you've seen from the BCC and typical stuff you've seen from the Lucha Brothers. Though at the end of the match, man, you saw Moxley. I think it was Moxley. I couldn't remember if it was William Yuta coming through and snatching the mask off. Anyway, Pentagon got his match snatched off. John Moxley won through the shenanigans. After the match, there was a big beatdown. I was expecting maybe Best Friends or Orange Cassidy to come out. Nobody came out, but the Blackpool Combat Club was beating the holy hell out of the Lucha Brothers. You even had Claudio Castagnoli putting on Pentagon Jr.'s mask, looking like Lucha Claudio. Lucha Claudio is totally real. He can't hurt you guys. That was pretty funny, but I don't know where this leads the BCC. I don't know if it's gonna be John Moxley taking on Orange Cassidy, or is he? I don't know, but I can't wait to see what the BCC does going forward. Kenny Omega was there for like 30 seconds. You saw him leaving with his suitcase. Alex Marvez was trying to get the scoop. He was like, listen, man, the Young Bucks are facing FTR at All In. What exactly are you going to do? And Kenny was like, next week I'm going to have a sit-down interview with Jim Ross and discussing what's going on with Don Callis and his family, Takeshita, and possibly what he's going to be doing with All In. So, I don't know, man. Kenny. Some people were saying CM Punk. Some people were saying Takeshita. I'm thinking it might be Kenny versus Jericho, if we're being honest, because it makes sense. You have Chris Jericho joining up with the family, and then you have Kenny Omega saying, listen, I'll fight anybody. And Don Callis says, let's take it back to where it all starts, with Chris Jericho. So, that might be the wave, that might be the move. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the Mogul Embassy. Prince Nana, you are the best. Every time he comes out, he's dancing his Swerve scene, man. That pops me every time. Yeah, Swerve and the Mogul Embassy talking about how great they are. Talking about how they put the beat down on Nick Wayne, how they damn near killed this man. AR Fox calls out Darby Allin. Darby Allin actually comes out and he says, hold up, man, if you're gonna tell the whole story, baby. He says, AR Fox, man, yeah, I called you. I actually did call you. You just never returned my call. And it's like, oh, that's interesting. So he's not telling the whole truth. But Darby's like, listen, you guys are deep. You beat up my boy. You beat up my Padawan learner. But I got friends too. The lights go out. There's none other than effing Sting. Sting makes his return from injury where he smacked his face on a table. So Sting's back. He does one of the coolest sign points ever in wrestling, in AEW, WWE. He looks at Swerve, he points his bat at the All In sign, and it's on like Donkey Kong. Tony Khan sets it up, makes it official. Tag team coffin match. Sting and Darby Allin taking on Swerve and AR Fox. So, like I said, man, All In it's looking like it's gonna be a pretty solid show. We don't have the full card, but based off what I'm seeing so far, it's gonna be litty. It's gonna be official. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be tight. I'm running out of words to describe it. But as far as this episode of Dynamite, man, it was a good show. It was a good show, good setup. Whole lot of wait and see, we gotta wait and see for next week. But overall, man, it was a solid show. Yes, the honorary W. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this episode of Dynamite? Are you excited for All In? How, on a scale of 1 to 10, man, how excited are you for All In? Each week, I'm getting a little bit more excited as the week goes on, man. But with that being said, you guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.